We moved to Australia in 2012. Obviously, 2 young kids on a work visa. And we didn't have a permanent residency then. So after 2014, we got our permanent residency. And then I think that same year, we managed to secure a land in Clyde North. And that was going to be our first home, like first mortgage property. And then it completed in 2015.
No, 2015.
2015. Yeah. And then we moved into our first property. So obviously young kids moved into Australia from the UK. We had a lot of things going on, trying to settle in the new home. And then a few years later, we met Infinity. And then that's when a friend of mine referred me to Annie. So that's how we got to know of Infinity. And then that's how we realized that we're too scared. But Annie looked at our portfolio and looked at what we could do, and she encouraged us that she thinks that we could afford to have an investment property.
Yeah, that's when we decided to take the leap in joining the investment ladder.
I think I was referred to Annie by a colleague, but this colleague of mine had few investment properties with Annie, and she highly spoke of her, and she highly recommended her. And then I came home and I shared the news with my husband, and then yeah, that's how.
Of course, I was pleased with the way she explained to me, and we knew, okay, if we're going to enter this journey, it will also be of benefit to us as well as a family. The benefits of working in Infinity is that I have noticed that they are prompt with communication, because we believe that communication is key. They've got a good team who are very willing to help, and they go above board to explain where you are, at what stage, and what's the next coming stage. And that really will settle any concerns. So I believe that Infinity have got a good staffing there.
I think the benefits of using Infinity rather than doing it on our own is that they know people, and they know people, like for example within the bank, they know people like where to get better interest rates. They know how to get things done, so they can look at your portfolio. So it alleviates the anxiety and the stress that you're gonna do yourself. So they take that load off you, and they do that work behind scenes, and then they just come back to you with what you need to do. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in that sense, it makes the process less stressful and very manageable. They go above and beyond to actually get things ready for you. Mm. Yeah.
Basically, they know all the steps, they know all the legalities and how to do it in a timely manner. We believe that the investment plan is going according to the way they explained to us. We are on track, we are on time. Of course, there could be maybe, should you say, short-term pain for long-term gain. And we believe that roadmap is good, and we believe that the future, we're so much looking forward to the future, because we live in a society or an environment where sometimes you believe that or think that you won't be able to make it financially. As we have seen on the news, there's always this doom and gloom about financings. So we are also concerned about finances and investing for the future, like right now and after retirement as well.
I think that with Infinity, we managed to get our first property in Thornhill Park, but with that, we've also they opened another opportunity for us to be able to invest in Queensland, of which on our own we would never have thought to go and invest in Queensland, but the way they explain how Victoria and how Queensland with the Olympics coming up, so like things that we don't think about as novices, like things that we don't even think about, but they think about things like that ahead. So buying a house in Queensland is something that we would never have thought of. But we thought about investing in Victoria because we live in Victoria. But I think that in that roadmap that you're talking about, I feel like it's opened more avenues for us because they are now helping us to take that leap and have another investment property in Queensland. And then hopefully with that, we can review our portfolio and see whether they can help us with other investment properties along the way. Not just us, but also our children as well. I think that with Infinity, I think that they know, like for example, the property that we have in Thornhill Park, they knew why that area is the best area to invest in, because there's going to be a hospital that's going to be built, and that it's a growing area, and that there's 2 train stations near that area. So as an investor, you want your house to have tenants, and tenants always look for where there's transport, and there's going to be new school built nearby. So it's a good thing for young families that are coming up. And I think that those are the things that we wouldn't think about. But Infinity, they do their research, and then when they come to you with all those things, so I feel like they've got our best interest at heart, because they will not recommend us to invest somewhere where it's not going to benefit us, or we're going to be at a loss. So I feel like in that sense that they do all that research, it goes to show that they are looking out for us.
Okay, that location in Thornhill Park, it's not that far from the city. It's close to various road networks, and there's a hospital close by, there's schools close by, there's nursery which is there, and it's a new estate, and we believe it ticks most of the boxes for either a family which would like to enter the property ladder, or an investor. They will be guaranteed to get tenants into the property. Yes, during the building of the prior to that, they'll tell us the plan, the vision, the way we are going, the roadmap. Then as we go along, they'll be sending us updates of where and what steps have been covered. They will send out emails with pictures, and we'll be seeing that, and which we feel it was good. If we can't make it there, then we are updated. If we can make it there, which is good as well. Yeah.
So the property in Thornhill Park is a townhouse, 3-bedroomed townhouse. And the reason why we went for it, it was the one that we could get land and a build package, and it was affordable at that time for what we could afford in our finances. So it's a nice single garage, beautiful townhouse, and the advantage of building there, I think soon after building, after settling, we had tenants like immediately, straight away. So, which was the best thing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful home indeed.
Definitely we will. I think we've already recommended few of our friends to Infinity, and I think there's few that have actually gone in this journey like ourselves, and that they do find it positive feedback that we get from our friends. So definitely I'll recommend Infinity, because they're just like family now. They're just like family. They look out for you, they go above and beyond, and I cannot recommend them any less, to be honest. They are really good.